You want me to put that on my Tudor?
Harry's wife. Roast chicken. What's that smell? It's desperation, isn't it? Yes. Such is the level of desperation of Harry's wife, she gets mentioned in relation to roast chicken. Glamour magazine, in a section headed Sex, Love, Life, tells you how to make engagement chicken. Whether you cook it with someone you love or eat it alone watching Netflix, this recipe has stood the test of time. As the story goes, in 1982, an editor in Glamour's fashion department gave her assistant a recipe for the most delicious roast chicken she'd ever tasted. The assistant then cooked this chicken for her boyfriend, who proposed a month later. Indeed, the proposal was likely due to the fact that their committed, loving relationship was heading in that direction, and not because of a roast chicken. But the assistant passed the recipe along to 3 more staffers, who, upon cooking it for their partners, also got engaged. The recipe was published in the January 2004 issue of Glamour, and engagement chicken was born. Things were different in 2004, we are aware. In the years since, though, the recipe has been credited with dozens of marriage proposals, including some speculation that a roast chicken might have led to the engagement of Harry's wife and Prince Harry. There we are. She gets mentioned in relation to some poultry that has been cooked, with the suggestion that this resulted in a marriage proposal. You may recall that Prince Harry and Harry's wife shared their engagement news with the world, that Harry popped the question during a cosy night at their cottage over dinner. "Oh, it happened a few weeks ago, yeah? Earlier this month, here at our cottage, just a standard typical night for us," Harry told the BBC in the couple's first interview. "We were just roasting chicken," added Harry's wife, 36, detailing their love story. "Oh, roasting a chicken, trying to roast a chicken," Harry, 33, as then, jokingly chimed in. "Trying to roast a chicken, and it just was an amazing surprise. It was so sweet and natural and very romantic. He got on one knee," the former Suits actress said. The detail about the roast chicken during the royal couple's proposal story stirred up chatter about the famous myth of the engagement chicken, a recipe that promises to help get the cook engaged. Now, this very detailed admission that they were roasting a chicken leads to 2 possibilities. The first is that Harry's wife, because she's empty on the inside and has no sense of self, had learned about this concept of the roast chicken and its role in causing someone to propose, and therefore, by way of character trait acquisition, took that story and applied it to her own circumstances. There is a very distinct possibility that that is what actually occurred. Devoid of any imagination and estranged to the truth, her narcissism, in order to make her sound interesting in the course of that interview, and thus assert control over the people watching and listening, and to draw fuel from them, selects this tale from somebody else's history and applies it as if it actually happened. Harry goes along with it, of course, because, well, he is in her thrall. So there is a good chance that she actually took this story and purloined it from elsewhere. There's also, of course, the suggestion that in actual fact it wasn't cooking roast chicken, but it is the Urban Dictionary's definition of a roast chicken, where, in effect, your lady partner goes down for oral sex and grabs your ankles and folds you up like a roast chicken and starts licking your asshole. Again, there's every possibility that that could be the case. We know that Harry's a dirty little deviant and a randy little sod. We also know that Harry's wife will let you do anything. And, of course, as I relayed to you only recently as a consequence of the revelations that she has been involved in a sex tape where she was indeed roasting the chicken there. And therefore, it would follow that if she'd done that previously, there's a good chance she may well be doing it to Harry. And it was their own snigger private joke to talk about roasting the chicken. Nevertheless, it gets mentioned once again. And it's done for the purposes of bringing Harry's wife to the fore. And lo and behold, the Glamour article then tells you how to create engagement chicken. Fortunately for you, I'm not going to bore you with the detail of how to create engagement chicken, but rather let you decide, was it a case of character trait acquisition by Harry's wife, or was it the fact that they were engaging in a particular sexual practice? You can ruminate on this whilst I take you through the ingredients for the actual roast chicken that occurred between Harry's wife and Harry. Here are the ingredients. Take 1 dim-witted ginger bollocks, approximately 20 million pounds in weight. Half a cup of fresh bullshit, uttered that very morning. 1 tablespoon of essence of beige. 1 litre of spicy poontang to be applied liberally. Half a cup of victim mentality. A hefty slab of revised history. 3 lemons of distaste, and fresh lies for garnish. With those ingredients, you should proceed as follows. Position ginger bollocks on his back, legs in the air, and play suitable sexy tune on Sonos system for Atmos. Slather hapless has in revised history until his eyes glaze over. Pour the tablespoon of essence of beige over his head. Prick the 3 lemons 3 times, each in 3 different places, with your forked tongue, and place in the presented cavity. Cause ginger poodle to drink of victim mentality, whilst rubbing fresh bullshit all over him. Once duly basted, apply spicy poontang until subject explodes with delight. Let the ginger one rest for 30 minutes, before repeating until ensnared. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.